I let you just appear out in an instant. You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that sure to keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done kill Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line. So a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
41-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch them, eyes light up when they talk about and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
1st down, Cleveland.
First down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very pick up of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 5-yard line.
One more time with Dobbins. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going forward with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here. Even if we don't get it, get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he'll take a shot here for... And got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. 76 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
What are you doing? This is miserable. The homies can trade your outfit.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The quick feet by Jackson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught at the back, Judge, right there to say incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Ravens 14, Browns 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Running with them here out of the shotgun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the 1st half.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
It's a turnover on downs.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Ingram. And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they are going to have a 1st down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Complete to Mark Ingram. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Fielded in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
A gain of 4 yards.
Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
The Browns, 1st down.
The fullback, Janovich, on the handoff. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 14. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Baker Mayfield with a touchdown pass to Austin Hooper. And the Browns are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. He completes it to Bryant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch for Bryant. He's got a 1st down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Parkey with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards to the house. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
What more can you say about Lamar Jackson? We know that he's got the quickness and the agility, but if you wanted proof of his straight line speed, look no further. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield to throw it. Over the middle to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll it down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
Mayfield now from the 50. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
7 yards to go.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it up. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And I think the ball's out. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
On the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make them throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up, you know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, it hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around, strike the hell in the block. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around, just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a revenue.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect. To not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Allen now looks to throw. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Bills 7, Chiefs nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Play action, he'll look to throw.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down.
Brings up 2nd down.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Bell. Fighting through, and he's got space. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
The City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score Bills 7, Chiefs nothing.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. Going for it on fourth down, Allen. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. A screen to Bell. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide that they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 31.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
2nd and 7.
From the 39, Allen eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Allen's throw is complete, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Going deep here for Watkins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down and 4. Allen. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now a carry here for their fullback. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
He's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And again, they go right back to their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Allen. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, Is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That goes for a gain of 31.
At the 49-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Now here's Mahomes. He may try and run for this. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll try and run to their fullback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
Chiefs 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it in.
He's got a man. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now to throw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. On first down, Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 6-yard line.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, though?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Yes, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 3rd down, Allen. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask for... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
And 10 at the 27-yard line.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And all the way out to the 46. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still ballin' like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice steak in them. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that Hey, hey, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two, never.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Bradley Pinion set to go. Boy, no shortage of intrigue in this one. And the Bucs and the Chiefs are underway from Kansas City. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here is the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now Jones. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Chiefs 0.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild build that confidence.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. What a great start. You get the points on the first drive of the game. Now here you get an interception. Look to add to your lead.
And I just wonder about the strategy we saw coming right back at them. Yeah, they're down, but I felt like they were pressing it too much. They didn't need to play catch-up this early in the game, and it ended up costing them.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Second and 13. Brady being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A gain of 7 yards.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion. Brady's throw there complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. I mean, that receiver's at a full head of steam. If you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brought down by Levante David. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
We'll take that. We'll take it. Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up the big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, since we don't have a rooting interest in this one, neither one of us wanted to see this one get out of hand too early. Here we are in the first quarter. That was an important response for them to score already down 21.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Brady. Rolling, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that's Alex Okafor who gets in to register the sack.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. A dump underneath to Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Brady flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on third down. Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
It's now fourth down.
They do go for it. It's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 45 on second down, Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Chiefs 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Flush to his right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. That one complete to Hill. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Brady now to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And all the way down to the 37. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and he's got him. Caught in the end zone, touchdown.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah,
Look at me, out of the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted rod and a poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs. In a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where do I know? Not on the phone, when I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. Eyes drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they peep us. Huge us in the belly of the beast, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what type of knowledge don't sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage. Way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. I heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dog. yeah, yeah.
When I hit that,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
when I hit that, cause I ain't like it
Okay, yeah, yeah.
when I hit that,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
when I hit that.
Ay, yeah. Stars born, I've been ready for this. Ay, since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Ay, talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Ay, trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Ooh. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah.
When I hit that,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
when I hit that, cause I ain't like it
Okay, yeah, yeah.
when I hit that.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this they new shit.